Hello students, today we are going to cover the topic combustion and flame. Combustion is a chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to produce heat. The substance which undergoes combustion is called a combustible substance, which burns or which undergoes combustion is called combustible. It is also called a fuel. Most of the fuels, like for example wood, coal, petroleum, candle, all are combustible substances. Sometimes light is also produced during combustion, either as a flame or as a glow. So this is the flame. So when you burn a candle, when you burn the gas, you can see this kind of flame is produced. Now, air is necessary for combustion. Without oxygen, combustion will not take place. For combustion, air reacts, that is oxygen, that reacts with the fuel, and so the combustion takes place. So combustion is a chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to give off heat and light. The burning of wood is an example of combustion. So fuel which reacts with oxygen which is present in the air gives off heat and light. This is called as combustion. And it is also an exothermic reaction in which heat is released. Okay, exothermic reaction. When we talk about flame, it is a zone of combustion of a combustible substance. Zone of a combustion where the combustion takes place, the area or the zone where the combustion takes place. Now, why does a flame is produced? Okay, flame is actually produced due to the vapor. When you burn a fuel, it converts the solid particles into the vapor. Some of the particles take a very long time. For example, coal, charcoal, they take a very long time to convert into vapor. It keeps on burning for a very long time, but it takes a very long time to convert into vapor. But some substances like camphor, kerosene, they immediately can turn into the vapor, or the wax also, that will also turn into or convert into the vapor. Now, why is it converted into vapor? Because of the hydrocarbons which are present in the fuel. If you take the example of wax, it is a paraffin wax which is a petrochemical. Now, most of the fuel which is a petrochemical, they consist of hydrogen and carbon particles, so they are called as hydrocarbons. The carbon which is present in the fuel reacts with oxygen and it produces carbon dioxide. And the hydrogen which is present in the fuel, that reacts with the oxygen and that converts the fuel into the vapor. Substance which vaporize during burning produce the flames. Examples are kerosene, wax, etc. And the substance which do not vaporize during burning do not produce the flame. So the examples are coal, charcoal, etc. So they keep on glowing but they do not produce the flame like wax or kerosene. The activity which shows that wax vapors is the one which burns and produce the flame and not the liquid wax. So for this activity you have to take a candle and a matchbox. With the help of a lighted matchstick, please light the candle and after some time blow off the candle. And when you blow the candle, you will see that smoke starts coming out of it. And immediately bring the lighted matchstick near the smoke, you will see the wick will ignite again. This happens because near the smoke region, the wax vapor is present. The wax vapor, like it starts rising up, and so the wax vapor is present, and immediately when you bring the lighted matchstick, it will ignite this area, and so the wick will be ignited or lit again. So the flame from the matchstick jumps a gap and ignites the wick once again. Flame is the visible and gaseous part of the fire. Visible, which gives off the light, and gaseous because it consists of vapor. What we see as a flame is the light energy released due to the combustion of fuel. Now we talk about zones of candle flame. Zones or structures of candle flame consist of three zones. outer zone of complete combustion, middle zone and the innermost zone. Okay, outer zone, which is like outer area which is partly visible, this is the outer zone of the candle. Then middle zone which has yellowish or you can say red or orangish kind of light which is present in this area, that is called as middle zone of a candle flame. And this is the innermost zone which is nearer to the wick, and this is consisting of unburnt wax particles. Unburnt wax vapors are present and it is dark in color, and it is the least hot zone also because this is deficient of oxygen, no combustion takes place, so it is the least hot zone. Middle zone, sufficient oxygen is not present, but still the wax vapors which are present in this area will react with the oxygen which is available, and so the partial combustion takes place in this area. So it is moderately hot. The middle zone is moderately hot, but it is the luminous zone which gives off the light. The middle zone is the luminous which gives off the light. Outer zone is the part where no light is present. It appears somewhat bluish in color, it is partly visible, but here the complete combustion takes place because of the presence of enough oxygen. So as the wax vapors reacts here with the oxygen, so complete combustion takes place, so it is the hottest part. Okay, so the structure of the flame, it consists of outermost zone which is hottest among all zones, and it is blue in color, and this is due to the complete combustion, and it is the non-luminous part of the flame which is the hottest part. So now when you keep something near to the luminous zone, it will become very hot because this is the hottest part, and here the complete combustion takes place. The middle zone of the candle flame is moderately hot and is yellow in color, and partial combustion of fuel takes place. It is the bright part of the flame. It is a luminous zone, it is the brightest part, and here the wax vapor burns and reacts with the oxygen. Whatever amount of oxygen is present, it reacts, and here the sufficient oxygen is not present, so complete combustion does not take place here, and it is moderately hot. Now as the complete combustion or partial combustion is taking place here, so it leaves off residue of the carbon particle which is also called as soot. So when you keep something near the luminous zone, it will have black ring appearance here. When you talk about the innermost zone is the flame which is least hot and is black in color. This is due to the presence of unburnt wax vapors. It is black in color because unburnt wax vapors. Why it is unburnt? Because this part does not contain any of the oxygen. It is deficient of oxygen, so their combustion does not take place. Therefore no combustion takes place, so it is dark in color and it is the least hot zone. This activity shows that the luminous zone consists of unburnt carbon particles. For this activity you have to take a candle, a matchbox, 2 glass rods and a pair of tongs. You have to light the candle with the help of matchstick. Hold one of the glass rod with a pair of the tongs in the non-luminous zone of the candle flame. Now, when you hold this glass rod near the candle flame, you will see first you have to keep it near the non-luminous zone, that is the outermost part of the candle flame. And when you keep it here, you will see it will become hot, but it will not have any kind of black appearance here. Then second glass rod, you have to take it with the help of a tong and keep it near the luminous zone. This is the luminous zone, you have to keep it here, and you see there black color appearance is there. A black powdery particles will start forming, and this, when you take off out of this luminous zone, you will see that black powdery particle will remain on the glass rod. This is because this part will have unburnt wax vapor or unburnt carbon particle, and as the unburnt carbon particle or soot is present, so it will start forming on the glass rod and you will see the appearance of that black color. Non-luminous zone, that is again the innermost zone which is dark in color, it will not go through the combustion because it is deficient of oxygen. Hope you all understood the topic. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Thank you.